Good day, class. So this one is our solution to our assignment. Number 1, about probability distribution. Let's have number 1. So in this problem, this is a binomial problem actually. So if we are going to write down the given, the average 1 in every 1,000 here represents your probability. Okay, so probability that 1 over 1,000 the items has bubbles, 1 or more bubbles. Okay, so this is 0.001. And then the n or the samples that is given is 8,000. So pag binomial probability kasi, ang kailangan nating tignan ay yung p at yung n. And then as I've mentioned before, if the probability is too low and n is too high, we use the Poisson distribution to approximate yung ating probability. Okay, so this one is binomial to Poisson. Okay, so in Poisson, we will be needing the mu, which is n times p. So this one is 8,000 times 0.001. So we will get 8. Now I have here the table for the Poisson. So you should look dun sa mu part, yung 8. Okay? And then, dun sa ating probability, tinatanong sa atin yung probability ng fewer than 7. So, when we say fewer than 7, this means less than 7. Yung x less than 7 natin, less than. Okay? So, paano natin isusulat ngayon yon? Sa notation kasi, ang probability na ang x ay less than 7 is actually to translate it to the table, no? Using the table, we have summation of f of x from 0 to 6. Kasi ang nakalagay sa atin ay less than. Ibig sabihin, no? Kung less than 7 siya, hanggang 6 lang siya. So, dun sa table natin, titingin tayo sa 8 at saka dito sa 6. Okay? And then the intersection will give us the probability. So, the probability that there are items possessing bubbles na less than 7 is actually 0.3134 or 31.34%. Okay? So, that is very simple. This problem now is a Poisson problem. So, ang ating given ay yung tankers arriving each day, ano? Ito ang ating 10. Yung 10 na tankers arriving each day is actually our lambda, no? Ngayon, yung sinasabi dito, at most 15 tankers yung capacity ng ng port, no? Ang capacity niya is at most 15. Okay, per day. But this one is your mean. Etong lambda natin, dito manggagaling ang ating mean or mu, no? 10 tankers per day. So, wala naman siyang sinabi dyan na any other unit, but sinabi niya on a given day, so it means that we have 1 day as our time. Okay, so this one becomes 10. And kapag at most 15 tayo, ang notation natin will be x less than or equal to 15. Okay, so this one is simply getting yung summation of f of x from 0 to 15. So, going here sa ating table, we get yung 10 na mean and then yung 15 natin. So, ang ating answer ay 0.9513. Okay? So, ang notation na x less than or equal to 15, ibig sabihin, mula 0 hanggang 15 siya. So, ang ating reading sa table, pag 15 dito, ibig sabihin, it is from 0 to 15 na cumulative functions. For number 3, this is a negative binomial problem. So, you will have hints ng mga ganitong wordings na sa kanyang structure. Okay? So, yung x natin is the number of times na tayo ay nag-toss and yung k natin is yung number of times na nag-appear yung lahat ng heads. So, all you have to do is use this given. Yung x natin ngayon is yung pang-limang tossing natin, no? Yung tatlong coins na sabay-sabay. At yung k natin is yung second time na tatlong heads ang nag-appear. Ano ang probability doon? Okay, so let us first identify ano ang magiging p natin kasi kailangan natin siya dun sa formula at saka yung q. So from the sample space, when we toss 3 coins simultaneously, ito yung mga possible outcomes natin. And para 8 lahat ito, no? So para magkaroon ng isang event of getting all heads, since isa lang naman yung from the selection, isa lang ang posibleng lumitaw na tatlong heads. So, kaya siya ay 1/8. So, it follows yung Q ay 1 minus 1/8 o kaya yung natitira nating 7, no, na nandoon sa sample space natin. So, using the formula, f of x is x minus 1, so magiging 5 minus 1, magiging 4, combination of 2, and then ang p natin ay 1/8 raised to 2 times yung ating q na 1/8 ng x minus 2, so magiging 3. So, ito yung inyong magiging probability. For number 4, this is a hypergeometric problem. Okay? So, there's actually a formula that we can follow, but I will tell you, mas madali siyang i-analyze using the box method. Okay? Kasi, napag-aralan na natin to dati. Yung mga combination problems natin are actually hypergeometric. Okay? So, from the problem, meron tayong 3 chemist at saka 5 na physicist. So, all in all, we have 8 scientists, sabihin natin, no? Okay? So, meron tayong scientist na 8. This consists of 3 chemist at saka 5 physicist. Okay? So, we need to get 5 from the box. So, ang hinahanap natin is the probability that there is only 1 chemist in the community. Meaning, isa yung chemist at 4 na physicist ang kailangan natin. So, without actually following the formula, you can find the probability, no, na susundan yung ating combination technique. Okay? So, all you have to do is use 3 combination 1 and multiply 5 combination 4 divided by 8 combination 5. Kapag ginamit niyo yung formula, please do that in your own time. You will see na the same yung makukuha nating form. Ganyan na ganyan yung makikita ninyo. Okay? For number 5, this is another hypergeometric problem. So, let us draw yung box method natin, So, ang total natin ay 15 na concrete piles, which consist of yung box natin ng 6 na concrete piles na below minimum. Okay? So, meaning merong 9 na concrete piles na nasa standard. Okay? So, assuming nasa standard. Now, ang hinahanap natin, nag-aano tayo ng 5. Randomly chosen, 5. No? So, ang tinatanong is the probability that at least 2. Pag sinabi natin at least 2, ibig sabihin, it is possible, kasi 5 yung kinukuha natin na samples, no? Ibig sabihin, posibleng 2 yung merong below minimum, no? Posibleng 3, posibleng 4, at posibleng 5. Kasi at least 2 ibig sabihin, pinakamababa ang 2 concrete piles na, or concrete cylinder na below minimum. So, pwedeng 3 yung makuha mo kasi at least 2 no? Doesn't matter kung lahat sila ay below minimum. Ang importante doon, merong at least 2. Okay? So, minimum of 2 ang ibig sabihin. So, kapag gano'n ang problem at least 2, kailangan nating i-add yung mga probabilities na posibleng 2 siya, posibleng 3, posibleng 4, posibleng 5. Okay? So, sa hypergeometric problem, you can definitely use the formula, but this is a shortcut that we have been using yung sa ating combination technique. Okay? So, tignan natin yung at least, at least 2. So, when ang ating x ay 2, kung 2 yung nakuha natin. So, ibig sabihin, kung 2 siya, draw natin, 6 CP na below plus 9 CP standard. So, kung 2 yon, ibig sabihin, 5 yung kinukuha natin, 3 ang standard. So, for this, ang f of x natin is 6 combination 2 times 9 combination 3 over 15 combination 5. Okay? And then, we have another solution if it is 3. F of x naman ngayon will be, so, 3 na ngayon, no? Tanggalin natin. Ibig sabihin, 3 dito, 2 doon, magiging 6 combination 3, 9 combination 2, 15 combination 5 pa din. And then, when an x is 4, okay, so kung 4 yon, dito ay 1. Okay, 1. So, magiging 6 combination 4, 9 combination 1 over 15 combination 5. And the last one ay, ang x natin ay 5. F of x, syempre, kung 5 dito, meaning 0 dito. No? So, 6 combination 5 times 9 combination 0, 15 combination 5. Okay? Now, ang total probability mo ngayon will be, kung ano yung mga makuha ninyong sagot dito, need nyo siyang i-add. No? F of x 2 plus f of x 3, f of x 4 hanggang 5. Okay? So, paki-compute na lang yung total na probability natin. No? So, if you fancy to use the formula, go ahead. O, kung merong tanong, no, kung hindi siya parehas yung nakukuha ninyo, please ask. So, this one is a binomial probability distribution problem. Ang mga given natin ay P and N. Yun ang mga clue ninyo, no? So, 0.25 ang P, ang N ay 15. On the right side, we have the table. You have to look for 0.25 at ang N ay supposed to be ay 15. Okay, so let's have letter A and letter B and letter C. So, tignan muna natin yung A. Kapag exactly 8, ang notation natin ay x equal to 8. So, kapag ganito, ang ating ginagawa is to subtract yung next lower na summation. So, I have already discussed this one. Bakit ganon, ano? So, all you have to do now is to read yung table natin. So, magiging 0.9958 minus yung kasunod na 0.9827. This one. Okay? So, whatever is the answer, please confirm it in your calculator. For letter B, pag sinabing at most 5, ang notation natin doon will be x less than or equal to 5. So, this means, in our notation, this should be from 0 to 5. So, meron tayong reading ng 0 to 5 dito sa ating table. Therefore, ang ating answer will be 0.8516. Yan yung ating probability. Okay? For the last letter, so AB, nasagot na natin. Ano yung C? Kapag between 7 and 10, ang notation natin ay 7 less than x less than 10. Okay? So, kapag ganyan, ang ating form, which I have already discussed there, ay ganito. Okay? So, nagbabawas tayo ng isa dito sa part na ito para masali natin yung 7. Okay? So, ngayon, tignan natin 0.25 and then 10 tayo. So, this is 0.9999 minus ng 6 na 0.9434. So, that's it. So, this is 7 less than x less than 10. Okay? So, whatever's the answer there, please look at your calculator. Use your calculator. The last problem is normal distribution problem. Nandyan naman siya, no? Nakalagay, it follows a normal distribution, sabi niya. So, usually, ang given natin ay yung mu na dito sa problem ay 40 and yung standard deviation natin na 2. So, what I want to do muna is to convert lahat ng aking x sa z or sa standard normal variable. Okay? So, meron tayo ngayong 43 minus 40 divided by 2. And for this, since meron tayong between, meron tayong z1 for 38. Okay? So, 38 minus 40 divided by 2. And then, z2 na 45 minus 40 divided by 2. Okay? So, you have to get the value of those z's. And then, remember, kapag exceeding tayo, meaning ang hinahanap natin ay ang x natin greater than 43. Or in z variable, kasi kinonvert na natin siya, z greater than kung ano man yung value na nakuha natin dito. Okay? So, if I try to get the value of that, let me try. 43 minus 40 divided by 2 ay meron tayong 1.5. Okay. So, meron tayo ngayon dito na exceeding 1.5. No? Then, the other one, 38 minus 40 divided by 2, we have negative 1, 1.0, at saka 45 minus 40 divided by 2 ay 2.5. Okay? Now, for the first one, Let's say this is letter A. So, ang X notation natin is greater than 43. That is converted to the Z variable already. That is 1.5. Okay? So, kapag meron tayong greater than, we subtract it sa 1. Magiging Z less than 1.5 tayo. Okay? So, this is a less than. And then, using our table ng normal distribution, tingnan natin yung 1.5 at saka 0.00. 0.00. So, meron tayong 1 minus 0.9332. So, kung ano man ang lilitaw, that means that is the probability that we get electrical cables that exceeds 43 kilogram per square centimeters. Then for the last one, say this is letter B, okay? So kung between yon, ang ating notation sa X ay 38 less than X less than 45. Since we have converted this kanina sa kanyang Z standard variable, so we will have negative 1 less than Z less than 2.5. So we will be needing two tables for this. We will be needing the positive one and the negative one, so that if we arrange this one, di ba, ang ating understanding of this is that this is Z less than negative 1. Isusubtract natin siya, no? So, Z less than 2.5 minus ng P, Z less than negative 1. Okay, or negative 1.0. Okay, now for our positive side ng ating normal curve table, so hanapin natin yung 2.5, ayun, and 0 na siya na, no? So that means 0.9938 minus ng negative side ng ano natin, kasi negative ito. Negative yung now sa negative side ng table natin, since this is negative 1.0 and then 0.00, wala siyang ibang decimal, ano? So magiging 0.1587. Okay, so that means we have this probability. So that's it. So I hope you got yung lesson natin. If ever there are questions, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you.